Is Chris Hansen. Another thing they're doing with all the targeted groups is when I hit post all down, they got it set up on my phone where all the groups are together, and I just hit post, 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 post. Um, and it say posted, and then when I go to do another one, it's the send thing's not up there again. It doesn't reset. It just says posted from the last post, so I can't never post nothing else. And it makes me turn around and have to shut my phone off and reset my whole phone to get past what they're doing. Um, that's another little trick that they've hacked into my phone to harass and terrorize me. This is a record of it. All this is going on before my class tonight. I got Kong Silum Pie tonight. Also, I got all the groups together, and I got Kong Silum Pies right in the middle of them, and I was just hitting send, and I accidentally sent one to Kong Silum Pie, and I went over there to delete it, and it didn't show up on the post. But they got a blank screen, like that's just blank with a circle running around it, and then it pops up like a fake screen. This is something that I've noticed they did with all the targeting groups too that never used to be there. So I know it's a bulb window. I don't know if they're going to post that to Kong Silum Pie or not, to try to make me to basically make me lose my class or to get people at the school to hate me for putting a post like that on the martial arts site. Because anyways, that's another thing it's did, and this is a record of that. This is 447, and now there's laughing coming from across the sky from the lady blasphemer. I know this thing can be any voice. Robert Duncan's already said that, and obviously they got phones that are built right into the system where they can. The system can take over any function of the phone. They say these phones got more computing power than what NASA did sending man to the moon. So obviously these phones are little computers, and they got this computer that's in my hand right here, the phone, hooked into this system. And I go to hit a button, and the screen flips. Or a game will pop on that I didn't even hit the button to. I go to shut that off and it won't go off. So I hit stop, and then I go to Facebook. I go to hit send on something, and another screen will pop up, and it'll start laughing or to jump up real quick, And I just read where this thing can outthink people. That people can only think so fast, and this quantum computer can basically, just think right past stuff. And that's what it's doing with the functions of the phone. It's following the algorithms in the brain of us, and it's messing with the phones. It's just to irritate people all over the place, all at the same time. And it can. I was reading on a computer how a quantum computer works. A regular computer, if you put an X, like in a library, if you put if you just take one book off the shelf and you put an X in one page of a book in the whole library, a regular computer will go through every individual book, every individual page, looking for it. And it scans every page of every book. And I mean, it's fast. It can do it in maybe, an hour or so, But a quantum computer, it studies every book and every page simultaneously. That's how it's able to just blip it. Super, super fast. That's why they call it supercomputers, quantum computers. And it take every page of every book in the whole library and do it all at the same time simultaneously. That's how they're able to control these people, phones and everything else. It's doing it all simultaneously. It's following people's brain algorithms. It's following people's functions of what they're doing, but it's doing it all simultaneously. So it's tracking all these groups, every person, every thought, but it's doing it all at once. It's not even losing any computing power because that's how it works. That's what they got operating on the United States right now, taking our freedom. It's Chris Hansen, Oahu, Hawaii. It's the 23rd of October.